Welcome back. Today, we're traveling back to 2003 to revisit one of television's most successful sitcoms, 2.5 Men. For 12 seasons, the show gave us outrageous jokes, unforgettable characters, relationship disasters, and some truly crazy family moments. At the center of it all was Charlie Harper, the wealthy bachelor who loved women, music, and his comfortable life. Then came his brother Alan, and Alan's young son, Jake. Together, they created one of the most recognizable sitcom families of the 2000s. But after the show premiered, more than 23 years have passed, and the cast has changed dramatically. Some became even bigger stars. Some moved behind the scenes. And sadly, we've also lost members of the 2.5 Men family. So, what happened to them? Where are they now in 2026? And who changed the most? Let's find out. Let's start with Charlie Sheen. Charlie played Charlie Harper, a fictionalized version of the wild bachelor lifestyle audiences associated with him. The character was wealthy, sarcastic, musically talented, and constantly surrounded by beautiful women. The role made Sheen one of television's highest-paid stars. But in 2011, his time on the show came to a dramatic end. Sheen left 2.5 Men after a highly publicized dispute with the show's creator and production team. Despite everything, his performance as Charlie Harper remains one of the most iconic sitcom roles of the era. Outside the show, Sheen had already starred in movies such as Platoon, Wall Street, Major League, and Hot Shots. He later returned to television with Anger Management. Born in 1965, Charlie Sheen is 60 years old in 2026. And for millions of viewers, when they think of 2.5 Men, they still think of Charlie Harper. Next, Jon Cryer. He played Alan Harper, Charlie's younger brother. Alan was almost the complete opposite of Charlie. He was anxious, unlucky in love, financially struggling, and somehow, always ended up living in Charlie's house. Cryer turned Alan's misfortune into one of the show's greatest sources of comedy. But his career began long before 2.5 Men. Many fans remember him from the classic 1986 movie, Pretty in Pink. After 2.5 Men, Cryer continued acting and became a successful television director and writer. He also joined the superhero world, playing Lex Luthor in Supergirl and the wider Arrowverse. Born in 1965, Jon Cryer is 61 years old in 2026. And unlike Alan Harper, his real-life career has been anything but unlucky. Now, the half-man himself, Angus T. Jones. Jones played Jake Harper, Alan's son. When the show began, Jake was just a kid. Audiences watched him grow up right in front of them. His deadpan delivery, confused reactions, and hilarious one-liners made him a fan favorite. But as Jones got older, his relationship with the show changed. He eventually left the series as a regular cast member. After acting, Jones largely stepped away from Hollywood. He focused on his personal life and other interests rather than continuing as a full-time actor. Born in 1993, Angus T. Jones is 32 years old in 2026. It's hard to believe that the little boy who became Jake Harper is now a grown man in his 30s. Next, one of the most unforgettable characters in the entire series, Conchata Ferrell. She played Berta, Charlie Harper's sharp-tongued housekeeper. Berta didn't care how rich Charlie was. She told him exactly what she thought. And her sarcastic relationship with Charlie became one of the show's highlights. Ferrell was an experienced actress long before 2.5 Men. She appeared in countless films and television productions. Her performance as Berta earned her multiple award nominations. Sadly, Conchata Ferrell passed away on October 12, 2020. At the age of 77, she died from complications following a cardiac arrest. Her loss was deeply felt by the cast and fans. And even years later, Berta remains one of the most beloved sitcom housekeepers in television history. Now, let's talk about Holland Taylor. She played Evelyn Harper, Charlie and Alan's mother. Evelyn was elegant, demanding, self-centered, and absolutely convinced that she knew what was best for everyone. Her relationship with her sons created some of the funniest moments on the show. Taylor already had an impressive career before joining the sitcom. She had worked extensively in television, film, and theater. After 2.5 Men, she continued acting in numerous productions. She also received widespread praise for her stage work. Born in 1943, Holland Taylor is 83 years old in 2026, and she remains an important figure in American entertainment. Next, Melanie Lynskey. She played Rose, Charlie's eccentric neighbor and obsessive admirer. Rose believed she and Charlie had a special relationship, even when Charlie clearly disagreed. Her unpredictable behavior became a recurring source of comedy. But Lynskey's career after the sitcom became even more impressive. She went on to star in acclaimed productions including Yellowjackets, and appeared in numerous films and television dramas. Her career successfully moved from comedy into serious dramatic roles. Born in 1977, Melanie Lynskey is 49 years old in 2026. And today, she's considered one of the most respected actresses of her generation. Now, Marin Hinkle. She played Judith Harper, Alan's ex-wife. Judith's complicated relationship with Alan created plenty of chaos throughout the series. After 2.5 Men, Hinkle continued building a strong television career. She became particularly well known for her role as Rose Weissman in The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. That performance introduced her to another generation of viewers. Born in 1966, Marin Hinkle is 59 years old in 2026, and she remains active in television and film. Next, April Bowlby. She played Candy, one of Alan's most memorable girlfriends. Candy was beautiful, energetic, and not exactly the brightest character in the room. Her relationship with Alan became one of the show's funniest storylines. After the sitcom, Bowlby continued acting. She appeared in Doom Patrol, where she played Rita Farr, and she became part of the DC television universe. Born in 1980, April Bowlby is 46 years old in 2026. Now, Amber Tamblyn. She joined the show later as Jenny Harper, Charlie's daughter. Jenny's arrival created a new dynamic for the Harper family. After the sitcom, Tamblyn continued acting, but she also became an accomplished writer, director, and activist. She has appeared in movies and television while developing a strong career outside acting. Born in 1983, Amber Tamblyn is 43 years old in 2026. Another familiar face, Ashley Olsen. Although her appearance was brief, it was part of the show's long list of recognizable guest stars. Ashley Olsen had already been famous since childhood. She and her twin sister Mary Kate became major stars through television, movies, and their business empire. Eventually, the twins stepped away from acting. They became highly successful fashion designers and built the luxury fashion brand The Row. Born in 1986, Ashley Olsen is 40 years old in 2026. Next, Jennifer Taylor. She played Chelsea, one of Charlie Harper's most important romantic relationships. Chelsea was different from many of Charlie's previous girlfriends. She wanted something more serious, and her relationship with Charlie became an important part of the later Charlie Harper storyline. After the series, Taylor continued working in television and film. She remains active in entertainment. Born in 1972, Jennifer Taylor is 54 years old in 2026. One of the reasons 2.5 Men worked so well was its huge collection of recurring characters. From Charlie's girlfriends, to Alan's ex-wife, to Jake's friends, to neighbors and family members. The series constantly introduced new personalities. Some actors appeared for only a few episodes, while others became essential parts of the show's world, and many of them continued successful careers after leaving the series. When Charlie Sheen left in 2011, the show faced its biggest challenge. How do you continue 2.5 Men without Charlie Harper? The answer was Ashton Kutcher. Kutcher joined the series as Walden Schmidt, a wealthy billionaire who purchases Charlie's beach house. His arrival completely changed the show's dynamic. Walden was younger, different, and much more emotionally vulnerable than Charlie. Yet the series continued for several more seasons. After joining 2.5 Men, Ashton Kutcher became one of television's biggest sitcom stars. But his career extended far beyond acting. He became an entrepreneur, investor, producer, and technology enthusiast. He also starred in movies such as That 70s Show, Dude, Where's My Car, and Jobs. Born in 1978, Ashton Kutcher is 48 years old in 2026. And his career after Two and a Half Men has been remarkably diverse. The show also featured numerous memorable women who crossed paths with Charlie and Alan. Some were girlfriends, some were ex-wives, and some became recurring characters. Their performances helped create the chaotic romantic world that became one of the show's trademarks. And that's part of what made the series so addictive. You never knew who would walk through Charlie's front door next. So, what can we say about the Two and a Half Men cast after more than 2 decades? Charlie Sheen remains one of the most recognizable stars from the show. John Cryer continues acting and working behind the camera. Angus T. Jones largely chose a private life away from Hollywood. Holland Taylor continues her long and respected career. Melanie Lynskey became an acclaimed dramatic actress. Ashton Kutcher built a successful career in entertainment and business. And sadly, Conchata Ferrell is no longer with us. But her Berta will always be remembered. When Two and a Half Men premiered in 2003, nobody knew it would become one of the defining sitcoms of its generation. For 12 seasons, the show gave viewers outrageous comedy, family drama, romance, and unforgettable characters. More than 23 years later, the cast has changed. Some became bigger stars, some completely changed careers, and some sadly passed away. But whenever that familiar theme song begins, fans are transported right back to Charlie Harper's Malibu house. Because television changes, actors grow older, and shows eventually end, but the characters we loved can stay with us forever. That's the magic of classic television.